Welcome to the Co-Host Bros Podcast, where we break down everything short-term rentals, entrepreneurship, and building a profitable hospitality business. Whether you're a host, investor, or property manager, we share real strategies, real insights, and real experiences to help you scale smarter and grow faster. Let's dive in.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 101, the only podcast that has lots of fun. My name is Matt Codd. Today, we're not here with Austin Spitzerberger, but we are the Co-Host Bros podcast. So today, we had no episode. We had a couple people cancel. Austin's got a sick kid. So really today, I'm going to have a little short podcast with you, and I'm going to talk about the new bringing back the split fee on Airbnb, and everybody's freaking out and like, what do I do? I need the split fees back. Now I want to go back to the split fee, and I'm going to move my upcharges and all this shit. And, you know, the way I look at it differently, I guess. I look at it in a couple ways. So if you go back to the split fee, right, you're essentially getting rid of your markup. I mean, you may mark up the 3% that you're going to pay, right? So you'll pay the 3%. Your guest will pay 14.1 to like 16.8 or something, to 16 some odd percent. If you take the 14.1 and you add the 3%, that's a lot greater, 17.1% versus the 15.5%. And that's on the low end. So first of all, I think that it creates, the pricing is higher for the guest. Some people said, oh, well, it raises occupancy taxes if you don't do the split fee. Well, that doesn't make any sense. The total is the total. So occupancy fee is still the same. It just changes. Actually, it goes up higher with a split fee because all that stuff's included before the fee's taken out. So I think that you're at a disadvantage if you're going back to the split fee, just because so many operators are now on simplified and they have their markups. But I think technically, if you go to split fee, you will probably be priced higher, 1 to 2%, maybe 3 or 4, depending on if you run a markup. When I was on 3%, I was running a 5% markup, but I'm on simplified fee and I'm not running like 25% or whatever it is, 18.34 plus 5%. I'm not running 23 something. I'm not actually. I'm only running like 12 and a half on some houses, and 18 something on the other. It just depends on the house. But yeah, so that's the first reason why I wouldn't switch back to it. The second reason is that Airbnb can fucking change the shit anytime they want to. And I look at it the same way I would look at it if I had employees. Like, I already told you that you guys are going to pay the 15.5%. I already told you that's what's going to happen. I already told you the guest isn't going to pay a fee. I already told you that. So you go take that split fee and you go change your markups and all this crap. And come next month, right? Let's just say next month. I mean, I'm hearing rumors in June, but I mean, June, sorry. But come next month, right? And you're in peak season and you got $10,000 booking, and then all of a sudden Airbnb reverts your ass back to 15.5%, you're going to feel like a dummy. So, I mean, I look at that perspective too, is that Airbnb, I mean, they call the shots, man. They're your marketing agency. They're the ones that do the marketing for you. You cannot get cheaper marketing. You couldn't spend 15.5% of your profits every year and get as many bookings as you would get through Airbnb. You couldn't do it. It's just not possible. So that's the other reason why I wouldn't switch back to simplified fee. Just in the worry of Airbnb screwing me. And like I said, kind of ties into number one, like the third thing is like competitive advantage, right? So competitive advantage is like all these guests are seeing all-in cost prices. They don't have to see a fee. They don't have to see extra fee. The split fee, they're going to see a fee, right? So, and then your price will probably be lower. So I think the competitive advantage for you not to go back to split fee is probably good. Like it used to not be a competitive advantage, right? Because everybody was on split fee. So if you took the fee, it wasn't really a competitive advantage because you couldn't mark up enough to like not be overpriced. But I think at this point of this name of the name of the game, this time is that you have so many people that are on property management software. There's so many people. I hear they're doing it. People just connected to Price Labs, not even connected to PMS, something that controls something on their Airbnb accounts besides the iCal calendar. So, I mean, at this point in the game is like if you're already on simplified fee, a lot of other people are already on simplified fee. So by you switching back, it's probably to your detriment, I would think. But yeah, so that's like my food for thought for today for our little episode of 101. It's a really short episode today. Um, I'm looking for beta testers for something that I'm working on. So um, I created my own AI guest agent. Um, you actually own your AI. You don't rent it. You're not paying monthly for it. You're just all the files are hosted on your Google Drive. So if you and I only have a couple beta spots left. So if you have hospitable um, and you have a Google Drive account and you don't mind getting a Claude API account, which is free, you just got to pay for the API costs. I'm estimating right now the API cost is like $2 maybe a month for 100 messages. So yeah, if you want to own your AI and not rent it, and you'll actually beta test for me, and you think that it's a good, like you want to do it, or if you want proof of concept and you want to see like the messages that are sending, you could just DM me on Facebook or Instagram. Probably Facebook because I'm old. I don't really look at Instagram. Sometimes I do, but or you could DM me on LinkedIn. But once again, I'm old, so I'll probably be looking at Facebook. But yeah, if you just DM me and you tell me that you want to be part of the beta, and if I still have room, I'll put you in it. If you're actually going to use it, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time because the AI is as good as what you make it, man. So I created a whole web application just to make it easy for you to set up so we could beta test and see like how it looks and the proof of concept and that kind of stuff. And if there's any kind of changes that we need to make. So basically the way that it works is that you get a reservation and if or a message and if the message and then basically it filters, is it a guest message or an inquiry or is it a message from the host? If it's a guest message or inquiry, it sends it to Claude reads the file for the house and the general rules, and then it submits an answer. And it's your repository. You can change it anytime you want. And basically, the software, like the little web app I created, it just creates the whole script for you, tells you exactly how to do it. I just recorded a video on how to set it up. But I am looking for a couple beta testers that have those requirements. And then also willing to give me a testimonial at the end of it once we're done. And it's free for you forever. You can use it however you wish. All I ask is for honest feedback and help with that. So this was a interesting episode. It was about the split fee and then it was about me. But yeah, and I feel like we don't spend a lot of time catching up with you guys and talking about, what we're doing. We spend a lot of time talking to people, which is cool. I love it. It's great. You learn so much, dude. It's like you talk to so many different people and you learn so many different things, but, it's kind of like a project I'm working on. I'm working on like 2 different projects right now. So, and they're all going to be geared around like co-hosting and property managers to make your life easier and to make your life more cost effective. So, or your operation more cost effective. The messages that this thing has been spitting out for me is like ridiculous. some lady gave me an inquiry and asked me like 47 damn questions. I thought she was trolling me. I like texted my wife and I said, dude, I think this lady's trolling me. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, the inquiry lady. I was like, but AI is answering it so beautifully. So it's like, it's cool. And the cost of like a message on Claude is like 0.09 cents. I mean, I've been testing this for 2 weeks, going back and forth, submitting different API calls to Claude, testing different things, because there's different things in the setup wizard where you have to ask, where you can ask Claude to get some of the answers, and that comes at an API cost. And I think so far throughout the whole project of the last like 2 to 3 weeks, I've spent $5. So it's pretty damn cheap. And that's not sending messaging. Like, I mean, I think I sent back like 10 or 12 messages the other day, and like one, and it was like 4 cents. So it's really cheap. It's really cost effective. It takes a little tiny bit of setup, a little bit of know-how, not very much. I got a video step-by-step for you. But if you want to be beta tester, just hit me up, DM me. You can email me, matt@cohostbros.com, and the subject line beta tester. But yeah. And then just tell me a little bit, like tell me how you plan to use it. Tell me how many properties you plan to use it with. I really like to target the smaller operators first because it's less setup. I think the bigger people, or you guys are going to be overwhelmed in having to create your property files, which I've made it as simple as possible. I've used a lot of AI to generate a lot of that stuff, but some stuff you have to know, obviously, right? So yeah, with that, guys, it's a short episode. Today's April 15th. It's tax day. We got some good, solid people coming for you guys soon, which is pretty exciting. I'm really interested to know how you guys thought about the Mike McCowitz episode. So if you can, like, let me know, just DM me, hit me up, let me know. And you guys can just share the show. Like, that would be so sweet if you guys can share the show. I mean, I'm hoping that we're creating an impact. I hear people messaging me sometimes and like, hey, thank you so much. I enjoy the show. But I'm not seeing a lot of reviews out of you guys. I'm not seeing a lot of shares. So I need you guys to put us out there. So it's pretty important. And if you need me to do something for you, or you want to hit me up and ask me a question, feel free. Like, everyone's like one team, one dream. This is the way I look at it. So, but yeah. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for listening. Peace.